Hello, everybody. So today is October 21st, Sunday, and we are, it's our weekly Q&A.
It's already that far in October.
I know, we only have one more week in October. And that being said, we don't know if we're gonna, we were just planning on doing these through the month of October, right? Possibly.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. If you guys watch the playback and if it's helpful, let us know. We want to make sure that we're using our time and your time wisely. The meetings are always anywhere between like 15 to 20 minutes or 15 to 30 minutes is what we've had. Maybe 35 for the first one, just because it was like, hey, everybody, this is what's going on. And we had a lot of questions on that one. So, but yeah, so this week we are just going over, one thing that I got asked this last week is if I would start doing a weekly accountability check again. And what that is really just kind of honing in on what did you do this last week? And what do you want to accomplish in the week ahead? So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see this. And Neil and I are actually going to do our weekly accountability check together, like with you guys. So we're going to be quiet for a little bit, like writing some stuff down. So this is an opportunity, just so you know, if you're watching the playback, you'll see the screen and you can write down with us. We'll set timers just so that we don't go long. Sound good?
Yeah.
And then, and if you're like watching the recording and you're just like, I just kind of want to know the prompts and I just kind of want to know the next step to see if this is something I want to do, you can note that you can just fast forward. So anyways, we're excited about this. This is something that I've done for my coaching team, but I think that this is also something that's really valuable that you can do for your own personal growth. Because Neil is a coach, but he also has a not a business, but he's
also an employee.
He's also an employee. So he also can fill out this for like his own stuff that he needs to do at his regular job where he has a salary. So this is really helpful regardless. And you can use this to help you with your nutrition, with your fitness, with your personal goals, whatever you want it to apply to. So I'm going to stop like saying this and you're going to see what this is. Ooh, so mysterious. All right, so here is a weekly accountability check, and I'm going to minimize so that you see all of the questions. So, so this is a 4-page document that I have, and this is the weekly accountability check. So I'm just going to share like the screen. And do you think I need to explain anything, Will, before we go?
No.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of want to have an idea of what you're talking about. So what did I share my progress with this week?
Right. So is that are you working on nutrition, or are you for example, I use I'll be using this for my business. So I'm going to assess myself on my business goals. If you're using this for your fitness, you would assess yourself on your fitness goals. If you're using this for your employee, you're going to do that. Or if you're a stay-at-home mom and you want to just make sure that you're, taking care of yourself and doing things with the kids that are impacting them, but also, again, impacting you because you're taking care of yourself, use it for that too. So this is very, very general questions that, but yeah, you do need to kind of focus on one area of life, because I could do a page for fitness. I could do a page for work. I could do a page for mom life. All right, guys, we're going to give ourselves just 4 minutes to fill this out. I know that's not a lot of time, but that way we just don't take up too much of your all's time. Did you just roll your eyes?
No, I didn't. I quit my pen. I'm concentrating. I'm trying to get some answers quick because you're only getting me 4 minutes. So.
You want me to give you 5?
No, 4.
4 is good. All right, guys, 4 minutes.
4 and a half.
Oh, Heidi just said she can't find the Zoom link. Guys, I'm gonna I'll tell her where it's at, and then we'll start the timer. Check app group. Check Be Well Tribe. Yeah, you start working on your stuff.
I'm getting a head start.
He is getting a head start. Start the timer. I'll just have a late start. Get Heidi this link. Don't you all be looking at my messages. You know what? I shouldn't do this. I'm going to stop my screen share for a second while I send Heidi this link.
Secret.
Hey, work.
Oh, okay.
Timer starts. Sorry. Hey, we're just doing our accountability, the weekly accountability check. I gave Neil 4 minutes. So Heidi, we'll do the other 3. Oh, she's getting her earbuds in. We'll do the other pages as well because we only have like a minute and a half left on this first page. We're recording this one to put into the group, but we were just sharing how you can do a weekly accountability check for fitness or for
that affects more
business
people
or for
using committees, our leadership
Awesome.
skills, the council's leadership skills.
Is it really bad that I'm trying to like figure out the most quiet place in my house right now?
Well, I know. It sounds like the boys are all out.
Well, the Evan stole my office because he is on a conference call, and then Samson is in the gym. John is in the kitchen and the living room. So I'm like, oh my goodness, like where can I go? So I'm stealing Evan's room.
That's
So.
funny.
Yes. I'm like, man. Boy, it's crazy. But
We're writing. That's why we're quiet.
oh. You're totally fine. That's awesome.
My timer alarm changed the other day. I think it was just yesterday. Like I accidentally had it in my pocket. Did you get through yours?
I did. I wrote down at least something in each box.
Wow, that's really good.
But I had like an extra 2 minutes.
You had an extra like 2 minutes that I didn't have. But yeah, so we just filled out these questions. Do you want to share any of yours? Just so that anybody knows that's watching the replay can like know what. Because Heidi's done these before.
Yeah. Well, the first box, I said, who did I share my progress with? Accountability buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And I put nobody.
Okay.
And I put a big star that said, need to fix this.
Yeah.
So, and that's one of my goals I can make.
That's a goal that you can write down. What are you focusing on? Is this for fitness, nutrition, work, or is it, you're trying to do a generalized?
This is kind of fitness, nutrition, and work all together.
Okay, No, that's fine. No, it's fine to have
Even
like
though
a.
we told you to pick one.
Well, yeah.
But
Even though we just told you to pick one.
don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. But when you start to, like, it's okay to combine
it
everything.
all overlaps.
It all does really overlap.
So it's all
Um,
kind of together at one. But
I mean, all I think about is work because I love my job so much. So maybe I need to do one of these for my kids. I love our kids. They're awesome. I do. The girls are awesome. I'm excited to spend time with them. But yeah, no, I've done that too. Okay. So I've put in here that I'm really excited, that I'm really grateful for all of the work that has gone into Week of Sneaky Treats that's starting this next week. We have a lot of people in there, and I fully believe that through that group, people can learn more about nutrition and can hopefully, because there's a lot of people in there that have never tried Shakeology or that have never tried anything with Beachbody. And I fully believe if they truly give some of themselves into Week of Sneaky Treats that they can get some good nutrition support and see how amazing and incredible the Beachbody tools are. So a little bit of gratitude as well as putting that belief out there and continuing to do that, because that's something that I hired a business mentor, and that was something that she told me I really could improve upon the most out of anything is actually fully believing in people. Because I think sometimes as an entrepreneur, when you work with so many different people and people say that they're ready, I've had so many people that were ready for this group, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it as it is. So many people that were saying they wanted this accountability and they wanted this group for us, and they're not showing up. They're not showing up in the app. And so it's hard sometimes for me to have that belief that that what I'm doing I know is valuable, but it's the belief that other people will actually follow through with what they say they're going to do. I don't know if that makes sense.
yeah, well, I think just very few people will in general.
Yeah. But then believing that what I'm putting out there is good enough, and what we share is incredible and super helpful.
Just for,
So yeah.
Sure. So
Yeah. Let's say it as it is. Okay, so the next page, I know Heidi really probably wants to do this. This was for Heidi. She had really asked if we could start doing this again. But this is the next part. So this is the next part about our weekly accountability check. Again, you guys that are watching this, I do this for the business. I do this for the team. So right here, you're going to see right at the top, what am I inviting to this week? So as coaches, we're always inviting people to something, whether that is a challenge group or Week of Sneaky Treats, which was a free group, or the business opportunity. If you are not using this, if you're not a Beachbody coach, but you're still going to use this for your weekly accountability, what is a big focus for you this week that would make the most impact on either your job or your motherhood, or maybe you're in church group and you just really need to get something done? So what is the main thing that you need to focus on this week that would really move the needle forward in a goal that you have? So now this is where you write down just anything that's in your brain. There's these 4 boxes. What do you need to get out of your head? So again, if you have your own business at home, because I know a lot of people have their own at-home businesses now, that would be your personal business box. The next box is supposed to say personal life. So if you have, doctor's appointments that you need to get to, or you're involved with something after, what is that, junior league or something like that, or your kids have sports, put that in their family. And then team-wise is if you're on a team at your work, or so a school teacher, if you have something that you're working on with the other school teachers, that would be team life. So anyways, this is just a brain dump.
Yes.
This is just a brain dump to get everything out of your head. And if this doesn't apply to you, if these boxes don't apply to you, scratch them off and put something else that would apply to you.
It's really not supposed to mean your fantasy football team or anything like that, but you have to sneak some of that in. You can, but that's
If it's on your brain, you gotta write down that would be your personal life, not your personal.
all right,
personal.
Lord. In my house, Neil, that totally applies. Just say.
I kind of like when you said that, I was like, oh, but Heidi knows all about that.
Just saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start the timer on this one. Just another 4 minutes and just brain dump. Get anything out. I miss my old timer. Oh, I will figure that one out. And I think the last 2 pages of this are very much, these are very much like Beachbody coach related. So we don't have to do this on this call. I mean, I'm going to show this to you guys though that are watching this, just so you kind of know, like if you've ever thought about coaching. This is just what goes through my brain as a coach. Not every coach plans like this, and that's okay. But this is a sheet that I use that, again, I figure out what am I inviting to, and then what types of posts will I have on social media, and what are some photo ideas. And sometimes I follow it, sometimes I just post on a whim. I've gone back and forth before. It's best to post if you have an online business. I'm just going to give this tip out there. If you have an online business, the best way to share anything is by making engaging posts that other people can interact with. Storytelling is an incredibly powerful tool on social media, as well as when you're just talking to people. Anytime that people can see themselves in your story, can feel your energy and feel those emotions that you are feeling. So for example, I have a friend who I loved this post. So I'm just giving this out there as an example that I just thought was amazing. I have a friend, she's a Beautycounter rep, and she is just a really good storyteller, and she also is really good at imagery. So on her Instagram account, she had a picture of her and her sister, who is her twin, and they are kind of like holding their Beautycounter lipstick, and it's like they're smoking it. And she went down like this memory lane with us in her post, where she shared something along the lines of, when my sister and I were 10 years old, we were riding our bicycles and we fell off or something like that. Something happened and they stopped. And they both pulled out their, whatever those candy cigarettes were, and were pretending like they were all so cool and stuff. And then she was like, well, we all know that cigarettes are bad for us, but do you actually know that that the products that you're putting on your skin are just as harmful to you as the carcinogens in cigarettes? And so then she just kind of explained a little bit about like that, and then led into me and my sister are always working on our business as Beautycounter reps, and we are here to answer your questions and support you if you want this journey for yourself too. Something along those lines. So anyways, it was really like the imagery and the story were what hooked me in. And then she explained, she gave good quality information, and then she shared an invite. So I thought that was a great tool that they were using, and a really powerful way to show like, wow, like, yeah, the stuff that you do put on your skin is actually kind of bad for you. So it was a good hook. It was a good ad. And then she was real. She shared her own journey. And so you can see yourself, because you're like, oh my God, I totally remember when I was a kid and I smoked those candy cigarettes. Like, I totally remember that. Like, because we all, like, well, not we all, but I remember that. So anyways,
I just use pretzels.
you just use pretzels.
Yeah, bite the end off, man. You can breathe through it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So anyways, it's just, so that's what we do as coaches, is we just, same thing for any business. You want to, whenever you can share your own piece of a story is when somebody's going to be more interested and be more intrigued to learn more about what you do. So if you're a Beautycounter rep, that might be a really good post for you. But again, relating it to your own story. And then this is just another Beachbody thing. So this just helps us, and this will actually be changing soon because they're coming out with a new business activity tracker. And then a page of just blankness. I don't know why that's on.
That's just for you to.
That's just for me to just write.
Just write.
Oh goodness. So yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna stop the screen share, and I hope that these are helpful. I know for our Beachbody team, these type of goal planning things are really helpful. And I think it's just good to do for ourselves. I feel like I know that I was missing a piece and I couldn't find it. It was Brendan Burchard has a page that I used from his book, High Performance Habits, where you kind of just listed out your priorities in life, and you rate yourself on those priorities. It was like, how is your relationships? How is your faith? How is your work environment? How is your family life? And you just kind of like rank yourself, and you can write like an area that you can improve that week in that area. And then it's just like a one-page thing, but I just couldn't find it on my computer, and I haven't used it. Heidi was the one that prompted me to do the weekly goal planning, and I was like, that's so crazy. Like, we did these all throughout the first probably quarter, maybe even first half of the year. And then I stopped doing, I think I did them by myself the first quarter, and then I did them with the team the second quarter. And then I stopped doing them all together the third quarter. And then now I'm like, and Heidi was like, hey, why aren't we doing those anymore? I'm like, oh, I should really, because I'm not doing them. So, but it is helpful. It's helpful to just kind of get it all out. And so for me today, while I was on the airplane, I did this one on the airplane, just in my phone. So let me set that down. Yeah. So Heidi, anything else you want to add?
For me, I printed out the original sheets and put them in sheet protectors and put them in a binder.
Yeah.
And then I use a dry erase marker on them, so that way I'm not constantly like printing them out each week.
Oh,
And so when you so if you find that you're really enjoying these and that you're getting into the habit of it, then that's just my suggestion.
That's so good. Yes. Heidi does that with all of her stuff for work. She's really good about that. Heidi's so unwasteful. We're so wasteful.
So wasteful.
Yeah.
We have to kill all sorts of trees.
Oh. Yeah. Oh gosh. All right. Well, yeah, I'm glad that we did this. This was really helpful for me to just write down and get some stuff out there. And hopefully, yeah, Heidi, if this is helpful, maybe you'll do page 1 of the weekly accountability check since you hopped on a little late. Maybe you might
I actually did. I did it so just in the itty bitty time. So because it was like all fresh in my head. So I was ready to go, even though I was a little bit late. I got it.
Well, good. Yeah, sorry, I texted you late. I texted Heidi because I knew that this one was for her.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Well, yeah, so Neil and I shared at the beginning. We'll do one more of these this month, and then we'll see again if it's something that will continue, or if this is, or we might even just do this again for the team. I might not, and I mean, I can open it up to everybody that's not on Beachbody, kind of like we did today. So, all right, I'm going to stop the recording. Bye.